Hey everyone, welcome back to the Horror at Highrook. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So we are continuing on here. We are getting close to having our sigil here done, which I'm assuming is going to open the way to us talking to the, God, what was it even called? Sort of like the eye, like the first layer of sort of demonic entities that the Acherans were in contact with here at Highrook. And we do know the son is probably dead. He was handed over to that particular being at the first layer of sort of that ethereal realm in order to kind of keep him alive because he was dying for having put on the tear that he had found. His father had sent him down into the Undercroft area to go find and had put it on, unfortunately. So we do kind of know that things were going bad. He was trying to be healed. It wasn't working. So that was sort of a delaying tactic, and he needed to keep pressing on in order to save his family. It's kind of what a group of seekers who were sort of a secret occult society told him to do. We're investigating, trying to figure out what happened to the family. I think we have a good idea. I feel like anything else we do is probably just going to be bad and is going to open the gates between here and whatever realm that is. But we're going to continue on because that's kind of the name of the game. All right, so we have Scholar Vitali over here. We're going to be resting. We're going to have Dr. Caligar eat some Raven's Cap to maybe get some inspiration we can use for secrets. We don't have anything to give us a secret buff. A lot of machinist stuff. Digging around in the courtyard here with Hawk, and our Mechanist is going to scrounge over here. As far as other stuff goes, you're fine. You're getting pretty tired at 25%, and you're at 18%. So we probably want to cycle him in to rest next after the Scholar. I don't really have much to do with the Scholar at the moment, and his fatigue is getting kind of high. Just I really don't have anything else for him to do, so we might as well do that and rest up. So let's go ahead and start working on it, see what we can find. Maybe we can get some other stuff, resources for LT, something like that. So we do have this, and this we can make some more lubricants, but I think... Is there a limit? Yeah, there's only a maximum of one. Some of the items we can only have one of, which is kind of frustrating. We do have a meal that's ticking down. We do have Unmat's pot here now, so we can do... Basically, anybody can do the making food task. And I'm assuming at some point later with the forge, we can do something, maybe permanently increase someone's stats. That might be kind of interesting to see if we can find more items like that. All right, so we did get a gift of the owl, so that helps us with secrets if we need to have something we have to decode or figure out. So that's good. I'm assuming you took some damage. Yeah, 5%. You're now quite tired as well. 25%, 27%. Yeah, everyone's getting tired around the same time, unfortunately. We're just going to keep running it through. I really don't have anything else for you to do. I can't make more machine oil because it would just blink out of existence, basically, because we only have one. And I don't have anything else for you to do, I don't think. What can we do? So you can actually dig around here in the courtyard. So maybe that's something we'll have you do if we swap Atticus out to rest next. We'll just throw you in there to dig around. I think these will be done around the same time. Okay, strange dreams, but he's rested, so the Scholar's good. We did find some more Raven's Cap, some more catalytic powder. We had that earlier, so that helps for alchemical stuff. Throw that down there. Raven's Cap we can eat for some inspiration, but it does do damage to people. Gift of the Owl, is that limited? Yeah, max of 1. That's unfortunate. We got some more Dream Leaf. I already have 2 Dream Drafts, though. We can only have 2. Focus Fern. That made the LT, I believe. So we could go ahead and make that. So I think we'll plan on doing that. You're at 32%, 25%. Okay. So what we can do, seems like nothing else is popping up in the archives. Nothing important. Did you not find anything? Is that what happened there? Yeah, we didn't find anything out here. Or did I already pull it? Yeah, I already pulled it. We had something out there. Okay. So I could have you do this if we use the pot. You're going to go ahead and rest. Temporarily, you can dig around here in the courtyard, and then we'll throw you in to rest afterwards. So here, normally you can't, but we can just throw the pot in. We can use it infinitely, so it's fine. So you can go ahead and do that so you're actually doing something useful. Let's see. We don't really have anything else for you to do. We can't make any more alcohol. I'm kind of waiting to heal anybody till we actually take a bit more damage. We'll see how it goes. So I think we'll just keep foraging. You're doing okay. Alright. That's the plan. We haven't found anything in the archives in a while, so we've done like maybe 2 or 3 searches in there finding nothing. So I think it's kind of pointless at this point to even be looking. Although we had something similar pop up where we had some scripted stuff come up out of the courtyard finding nothing, but who knows. So all these click to be done at the same time. There we go. Better get now, I suppose. Alright, cool. We got the tracing charcoal. That helps for secrets. The LT is also for secrets. So if we do find something, we should be able to decode it without too much trouble. The pot we're going to throw back over here. Some more raw meat. How many meals can we have? Just 2. Okay. Once we cook it, the raw meat as a meal lasts longer, so we could eat at some point. We did get another focus fern, but we can only have 1 LT at a time. Yeah, just 1. And the healing sprig, we can only have 2 healing doses, so that's fine. Okay, so I think I'm going to actually start splitting a few things off here. So we know we have the dream drafts. I just want to sort of coordinate stuff a little bit differently. Okay, let's do this actually. So we've got moonshine, healing doses. So we have things that give us a bonus to finishing off any kind of action. Things we can use, even stuff on a timer, will be here. I'm going to keep this with the dream drafts because we use it for the same thing. The moon grain is good for a while. Unless we use the machine oil sometime soon, we're not going to get any use out of the oil bud, which is okay. And this, I'm assuming we could have more. No, we can only have 1 gift to the L. So we're actually set. If we find something secret, we're good for a while. So things that we kind of have to use, I'm just going to have here, things that we would use up. So eat this, make something out of this, make something out of this, make something out of this kind of idea. This I'm just putting here just to keep track. 2 more things, so we probably have a couple more items we need to find. So the healing sprig, let's put that here. The focus fern. Although that is specifically for the LT, so maybe I'll do something like that. Just to kind of keep in mind. And the oil bud under the machine oil, something like that. Yeah, try to keep things like slightly organized in a way, I guess. And I guess we could put this somewhere else too. That kind of makes sense. So this makes more machine oil, this makes more of that. Alright, unfortunately nothing interesting has popped up. You're now like crazy tired at 32%, so we want to throw you in. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you're gonna rest. I mean, we can still dig around, we can still scrounge for stuff. I don't have anything for my archivist or scholar here to do. The archives, again, weren't turning up anything. We could throw them in just to see if something's happened, because we have found a few more things, so maybe there's a chance we'll find something else. But I kind of think it's unlikely. I just don't have anything else to do. We don't have any incantations or anything. So in the chapel, yeah, performing some kind of rituals and things there. We've only found the gift of the snake, so if something does require a lot, that could be a bit of a problem. Mainly it's been things to discover secrets in like encrypted books. So I suppose we'll keep looking here. Unless I want to... No, I can't cook a meal. We could eat. How are we doing on food? 10%, 8, 10. 8. Yeah, so we're totally fine when it comes to food. So we might not actually get much use here. We'll see how it goes. I think what we'll do, we'll just go ahead and keep foraging. We're going to keep scratching around in the courtyard. We did find something interesting there once. It was like a lockbox. And I'm going to have you go ahead and check out the archives again, but I feel like it's kind of pointless. So while you're resting, and while I'm thinking about it, yeah, fatigue on everybody else is good. Well, you're getting up there at 18% now. And if we have to, take a dream draft, but I'm not sure that's really going to be that helpful. Repeated doses will prompt different dreams. I mean, we could go ahead and do that with the next person who rests just to see, because we do have some dream draft and we now have another dream leaf. So I think that's probably what we'll do if we don't have anything else pop up. Okay, so you rested. Nothing in the archives. Actually, we found nothing anywhere. Yeah, absolutely nothing. That's crazy. Okay, so I think what we probably need to do is pop a dream draft. %. You're at 25, so yeah, we'll do that. I don't really have anything else for you to do. Go hang out in the laboratory like a weirdo. You're the most tired, so we are going to have you go up here instead of the night lamp. We're going to have you drink a dream draft and see if we get another hint about anything else happening. I really don't have anything else to do. I can't make machine oil. We could eat the raven's cap, but even if I get the gift of the owl, it'll disappear. I can't make another dream draft until that one's gone. We could eat a meal with everybody else, I guess, just to do something. It feels kind of pointless. 12%, 10%, 10%. I guess we could do that, and then I could cook the raw meat after. But it feels like a waste. We still have some time on it before it's going to go away. So, I don't know. You can scratch stuff up in the courtyard. So we could swap. So you could go out here and try to scavenge, and you could try to dig something up. So we could give that a try while we're waiting for the dream draft to do something. I don't think if you do nothing, I think you still get tired. So, like, we might as well try to be productive. Wait, did I not? Ah. Requirement's not met. Oh. Okay. You have to have the dream stat for that to work. Okay. So I think that's only Dr. Caligar. And Scholar, the Scholar also. Okay. That's too bad. That's why it didn't work. Alright, so we'll have to put that on hold. You go ahead and just rest. So we'll have the Scholar do it probably next. Not that you're super tired, but more tired than anybody else. Curious if we'll actually have anything show up here. We do have some different people in locations. I don't know if that actually is something that it takes into account. Yeah, absolutely nothing here at all. Okay. So, it is also nighttime. I don't know if that makes a difference, whether it's like daytime or nighttime. You go hang out in the machine room. Yeah, Scholar. Have a dream draft. Everybody else, I really feel like there's just no point in doing anything else. We turned up absolutely nothing. So we'll go ahead and do that and just hit everybody hang out, because I feel like there's literally just no point doing anything else. Dreams trouble me, but I am awake. Maybe we have too much in the way of resources, and that's why it's not giving me things when we're searching. Like, if we were low, maybe it would. I don't know if it's that in-depth. Strange dreams, but I have rested. Dream of a needle. The sound of a distant rainstorm blends with the dying cackle or crackle of a guttering candle. Moonlight will soon be the only illumination in this chamber, its watery light casting long shadows across a scarred desk covered in scattered journals and torn pages. The head and folded arms of an insensate man have pushed aside the books and quills to use the wooden surface as an awkward pillow. His breathing is deep and slow, and his sleep holds no dreams. The source of his slumber, a glinting medical syringe, lies discarded in a low, dark drawer. So we can perform something with this in the study. The study is there, so I'm assuming we're probably just going to find the item he used. And for secrets, you're fine, so you just had the dream. How about you go ahead and go up in there? Put the night lamp back in there. So up here, you are going to need some help for that. Let's use... Didn't I have... Yeah, we've got the focus fern, so let's use the LT. Because we can actually replace that. So go ahead and start that. It's too early to make the LT replacement. But we could make a dream draft. So I think we do that. So you head into the laboratory, the dream leaf. Okay, we need another alchemical help. We'll use the catalytic powder. So it seems like that's the way we're progressing things, is with the dream drafts. At least for the moment. This might unlock some more stuff. It seems like nothing else is really going on. I think we wait on this because we want to make sure the LT's gone. Because even up here, while it's being used, it still counts as being in inventory. So you go ahead and rest. We'll cook the LT up next time. And you're just going to hang out doing nothing. Because I don't have anything else for you to do. Nothing productive we can do in the courtyard, the archives, or the cliff top. And it's too early to make the focus fern into the LT. We can't make it into the machine oil. No point eating the raven's cap either. Okay. So I'm curious, this might just turn up an item we can use to like make ourselves go to sleep, which doesn't really help our investigation necessarily. Maybe it'll unlock something else. We'll see. Looks like they should be done around the same time. Hey, the vision came true. So we got another dream draft. Glinting syringe. A bright needle winks under a stained glass cylinder. A medical hypodermic commonly used to extract or inoculate the blood. A dirty tube makes it hard to tell which of these it was used for. So we can perform a task in the laboratory, so we'll do that. So you check that out. Gonna have you go ahead and make us another LT. You're not very tired. You're not very tired. I just don't have anything for you to do. I do need some help up here. Extract blood. I do have what I need for that. We've got the chemical worksheet. That kind of uses up all my things that help with alchemy, laboratory stuff. No point resting anybody. Nothing we can make necessarily. So you're busy. Food situation, we're doing okay. So I think we're just going to have these guys kind of hang out and not do anything. There's no point in having them do anything. I'm wondering if maybe you get fatigue at a lower pace if you're not actually doing something. And it's midnight. Might be certain things we can only do at night or day, too. It'd be interesting. Ouch, that hurts. Did we take some damage? Okay, we did get the LT. Blood vial. A delicate test tube of blood extracted from one of the investigators. Despite the dark nature of the task, we might use this as part of some offering. Okay, so that helps for incantations. We still have the syringe. So that's all it does, is it makes us lose blood in order to have an item we can use as an offering. It's part of the incantations. Okay. Kind of disturbing. Did we take some damage? Oh, you took quite a bit, actually. I might want to have you go ahead and take a healing dose. I'm assuming that only affects one person. Perform a task in the laboratory. You are the most hurt by far. It's not terrible at 15%, but we have a way to make another one, so I kind of feel like we might as well. Especially if we can just throw you in. Yeah, it doesn't even require anything, so it's fine. Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself. That's fine. Other alternative would be for us to all eat, I guess. Can I cancel a task once I've started it? It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, you're locked in. I don't think it'll take very long to heal, though, so we could just wait and then eat a meal after. Let's see. Yeah, it's going super quick, so we'll do that, and then we can eat a meal, and then we'll look at maybe resting with the dream draft. My vitality is restored. Yeah, totally good. Fatigue is getting kind of bad. Hunger, not awful, but it's at least 16% on everybody. So I feel like we go ahead and eat our meal before it goes away. I'm pretty sure that affects everyone, right? Yeah, all characters present. So we'll just do that. Then we'll send somebody in to rest with a dream draft, maybe. I don't think there's any point draining more blood from anyone. We don't need anything for that. Alright. Fatigue is fairly high here with the doctor. The doctor has dreams, so I think we throw you in for another dream draft. If we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need any support stuff for that, so you're going to do that. We'll go ahead and cook another meal. So Atticus can do that. I mean, anybody can, but Atticus is fine. So I really don't have anything else for anyone else to do. I'm going to go ahead and try to forage. Just to see if I find something. And then I just have nothing for Scholar Vitali to do. So we'll just hang out. Again, checking the archive seems kind of pointless. And I'm not sure if we don't do anything if it goes up or not. I guess I could test it and see. Compare someone's start point with someone who's doing an action, someone who's not, and see what happens. What a restless night. Dream of the cliffs. Hey, we found a cat, Mr. Tubbs. Took forever. We have found a cat. Yeah, it's weird we didn't find anything for a long time here. Catalytic powder, so that helps with our alchemy stuff. We have another meal. Swap these around just because I'm crazy. Okay. Let's take a look at Mr. Tubbs. Mr. Tubbs. So he helps us with dreams or food. Task focus. Not sure what that does exactly. Infinite use. Okay, excellent. A portly barrel of soft gray fur. The cement gray. I guess it's color. He doesn't look cement gray in the picture there, though. This cement gray cat purrs industriously as he stalks the rooms of the house. Unperturbed by the living or the dead, he maintains an air of self-sufficiency, never mewling for food or clawing for attention, an independent gentleman. His collar offers a name but no provenance, and he is not referenced on any resident list. Regardless, he patrols the corridors in the manner of a landlord inspecting his domain, pausing here and there to permit the occasional scratch behind his gray velvet ears. You can perform a task with this card in the dining room, guest room, or kitchen. Why do I feel like doing a task with him in the kitchen is going to be a really disturbing thing to do? I feel like we don't want to do that. Maybe the dining room or guest room, I guess. Guest room maybe would make sense, like he sleeps with us, something like that. Okay, another interesting item. Why can I not pull Mr. Tubbs off of there? Unique, immovable, infinite use. Okay, so I can't move him. So he's just going to be where he's going to be, I guess. So I can't, like, put him somewhere in particular. So I'm hoping that means if we do an action with him in the kitchen, we're not doing what I'm afraid we're doing. Okay. Dream of the Cliffs. A drawing from a dream hastily sketched on torn notepaper. I am standing in a sea of sallow grass, the wind folding it around my feet in waves. A pale child, the Acheron's son, is here. He looks at me quizzically and then points toward the silhouette of a rocky granite outcrop on the distant bleak cliffside. When I turn back, he is gone, but the shape of the stone stays in my mind as I wake. Perhaps it is here somewhere, within sight of the mansion. So I can perform a task with this at the cliff top. So cliff top, we'll take the spy glasses out. Put the dream of a cliff in. We'll throw the night lamp back up here in case we need to rest someone. So over here, dream of the cliffs. We do not help this kind of action, so we do need a bit of help. So we do have one. We've got the tracker's guide. Yeah, because we have a path anyway. You have one. So yeah, we do need something. So it's good that we've got this. We'll throw that in there. So you're already here. Do we want to swap you out? 13% fatigue, 19%. Sure, you can stay then. So we'll check out that. Okay. Don't have anything else I can do. We could go back to digging around here. And then you rest, I think. I've just got nothing for you to do, really. Yeah, we'll scratch around in the courtyard, I guess, for a bit. See if we find anything else of interest. While Scholar Fatali just kind of hangs out. Meow. This is going very fast. The vision was true. Oh, we found the tier. That's probably a really bad thing, actually. Simon's note number 3. I did it. I took the necklace and I hid it in my den. Pa forgot to lock the chapel, so I got it and stole it. I took a terrible long time to get it here, and it was weird heavy to carry. I'm all tired and hurting from being so poorly. So he was like super ill and dying, so it's kind of weird. I know I should not have taken it. Pa will be angry, but I do not want it to hurt him or Ma. Maybe now it's outside the house, I might get better too. I hope so. I'm sorry. Okay. Found the tier, so we just left it out there. So it supports incantations, it's upgradable. A small pendant composed of a single brass clasp holding an eerie blood-red crystal. The interior of the tier seems to glow with liquid illumination, as if it holds a strange boiling mist. The tier was recovered from a Valhassian burial site and brought to Black Sands during the Velt War. It is said that it can provide the wearer with power and insight, but will extract a toll on the user's body in return. Items of occult power such as this might be enhanced given the right location and offerings. So yeah, that's the forge stuff, but we don't have the forge unlocked yet. Up there. So it's just going to help with incantations. But I don't have an incantation I can do yet. I feel like we need to find these other pieces here. And we were getting most of them by searching in the archives. We haven't found anything in quite a while. We did find like a crate here. So yeah, very odd. With Mr. Tubbs here. No task available. Okay. We'll put the spyglass back. So you're still digging around, you're still resting. I mean, I guess we could throw you into the archives again to see if, now that we've advanced, we've like found this, maybe we can do something, but I'm surprised there wasn't an action we can do with this. Like there's nowhere we can actually use it to like do an investigation. I feel like, hey, we found it, okay, we know what happened to the family at this point, so let's bail. I feel like summoning some monster from beyond the veil to ask it questions about what happened is a really bad idea, but I feel like that's where it's going to go. Well, since you're here, go ahead and forge. Unless you're super tired. Eh, you're fairly tired. You're probably going next. You're at 15%. You can go ahead and jump in the archives, I guess. Maybe we'll find something now that you've checked things out. Oh! Yeah, it just seems like at the beginning of the day, this popped up no matter what. So maybe it was delivered, actually, and we didn't actually find it, because we're still actually doing the search. Documents box. A package of some sort has been delivered. Atticus shifts the leather-bound box with his boot. I didn't see anyone drop it off, but I guess we need to keep an eye out for any other stuff that might appear. Indeed, Atticus. I recall that the Acherons often employed couriers, especially as they began to withdraw from Black Sands themselves. Well, I'm assuming... Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. We don't have what we need, actually. The stained container is a Venatus document box designed to transport confidential papers. These cases are sealed with a protective tar. So... Oh, we found a note randomly in the library, too. I don't remember that being there. Caligar's note. So, yeah, we had another one of these pop up for one of the other ones. I think it was Scholar Vitali talking about Atticus. I've only been here a few days, but this place is already beginning to get under my skin. It doesn't help that I can't access my own medicine here. I need to find some organic evidence of the family if I'm able to properly employ my skills. But as always, the discovery of a body would be a double-edged event. The intrigue of an organic trail paired with the grief of yet another death. And I've seen too much death in my work already. It is why I blunt the sharpness of this world with drink. On another note, it seems that I have met the hireling Atticus before. I do remember the incident at Alderworth and his hulking presence. He is a crude man, but an impressive physical specimen. Okay. Well, we need a 3. Everyone's busy for the moment. Yeah, we only have one thing. We've got one catalytic powder and nothing else. We can make another healing dose. I probably should do that. I should have already done that, actually. Well, let's finish what we're doing and see what happens. Okay, so you're fine. We got some more oil. We found some more dream leaf, so we can make dream draft. We probably want to make another healing item. So yeah, if we send you here, that's only one. We need 3. So I need another item we'll have to find to help out with that. I have you go ahead and make that healing. Oh wait, this is something different, isn't it? It's laboratory. Okay, maybe we do that first then, because we can't actually do anything with the document box next, unfortunately. I thought it was a cook thing, but it's not like the tea. So you go ahead and work on that. We're still checking this stuff out. Guess we can dig around some more, just on the off chance we can find something. We need more catalytic powder. Oh, cat has moved. Dining room, guest room, kitchen. So we could actually perform a task. Is there like a special task we can do? With you in the kitchen, it says no task available. I think he just helps. Like his presence is just helpful. I was hoping we'd finish this while he was still there to see if it would actually do anything, but I don't think so. Okay, we got a tracker's guide. Let's move this somewhere. Kind of an important item, we'll have it down there. More raw meat. Tracker's guide, it's fine. Yeah, I feel like when we use up stuff, it causes things to appear. So if I put somebody in here with the cat, yeah, it's still no task. Yeah, I need to find something like a catalytic powder or another one of those diagrams to help out with that. As far as rest goes, you have the dreams, you're at 22%, so we could do another dream draft. You're even more tired, so we could just have you rest normally first. Let's do a normal rest first. Did actually find something, so maybe we could keep looking and hopefully find something that's going to help us. So let's keep checking. Okay. Second healing dose. Focus Fern makes LT. Healing Sprig makes healing items. So nothing useful that we could make. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I wonder if the cat's in a certain location and we do something. So if we cook food, maybe he'll like us more. Something will change, like while he's there. I'm not sure. Eat a meal while he's in the dining room. Probably something like that would be good. Yeah, I just need one more alchemy bonus. Too bad we don't have anything. Okay. What we'll plan on doing is another draft. Does making a draft cost us 2? Yeah, if it does, I don't want to do it because I want to hold off so we can actually get into the item we found. I want to get into the documents box. So you're sleeping. Okay, what we'll do is we'll swap you over here, you down here. Just to try to find something of use. Like, desperately trying to find something we can use to buff my alchemy ability. Cat's hanging out in the kitchen, wants some food. Hey, look at that. Found a chemical worksheet. Excellent. Okay, we can do it now. I just have to wait until somebody's ready. I think only... No, you actually have alchemy too, so that's fine. So Mechanist Aster can do it. Chemical worksheet is a +1. And we've also got the catalytic powder. No one else is busy except for Scholar Vitali, who is now crazy tired. Do we want to do a dream draft? Let's open the box. Normal sleep or a dream draft? What do we want? I feel like the dream drafts are kind of important. Definitely pointing us in the right direction. So let's take the nightlight out. Put the dream draft in. And we'll see if we turn up anything anywhere else. Oh, cat's over in the machine room. Nothing at the cliff top or the courtyard, so nothing useful at all. Maybe once we get into this, something else will be revealed. So probably you guys just hang out for the moment. We could make a dream draft, but I don't have any alchemy stuff and the laboratory is busy at the moment. So I feel like we just hold out. I mean, nothing else to do, so let's just do this again. Check again. Like I said, I don't know if it matters, like, time of day we're doing actions. Sleep is restorative. We got another dream. So we did get another piece. Excellent. So we need one more. Mystery letter. New pilgrims at Highrook. A reopening is at hand, but you do not appear to be seekers. I pray you have the insight to act wisely, where Gideon acted without real consideration. Acheron was a talented scholar, but his downfall was to trust the communion. Their knowledge and ambitions are flawed and naive. His use of Dreamleaf led to his discovery of the Tear, but his subsequent actions were rash and ill-informed. I hope that your progress will be more enlightened. To this end, I offer you a part of the whole you seek. Make good use of this gift, and we might speak again. V. Well, it definitely helps. One more piece, and we can do something. I don't think I can make Dreamleaf. Let's check out the dream. The hunched shoulders of a tall but crooked man loom over a blinking console, somewhere in the machine room. He pokes and prods, turning dials and tapping gauges. An open journal rests on the dirty counter, the intricate symbols on its pages smudged by his fingers as he traces their equations. He grunts and plucks a shiny lens from beneath his furrowed brow, placing it on top of the book. After staring into the dust-filled air, the man rises stiffly from the machine, abandoning the book and monocle. He stumbles from the room and you awake, the sound of calculating engines still humming in your ears. All right, something in the machine room. Excellent. That will be easy to do, relatively. Yeah, Mechanist Aster, head on down. Unless you're like dying of sleep deprivation, you're fine. Okay, that requires 2. Not a problem. We'll use the machine oil because then I can make some more. But we need to use it up first. So we'll do that. Look for the monocle. We're checking for stuff here. What else can we do? I don't have what I need to make more Dream Draft. I don't think you can anyway. Yeah, we're kind of busy with everybody else. Once you're done, I think it's 2 that we need. Oh, that's in the wrong spot, so it's not going to tell me. Yeah, it's 2. So we do need to find another item to help make the Dream Draft. So we're just going to leave that there and see if we can actually find anything. I'm not doing anything with you. I just don't have anything for you to do, is the problem. I could make machine oil eventually. Yeah, just see if we can find anything useful here. Doing some scrounging. I might need to go back to the archives, because that's where we found the last one. Hey, we found some catalytic powder. Excellent. Okay. Mr. Tubbs is now in the guest room. Look at that. Oh, we found some machine oil. Okay. Oh, no. No, that was there. We put that there. Like, I keep thinking, like, everything's done at the same time, but it's not, because we're doing things off kilter now a little bit. Okay. So, the oil we could make first. You're quite tired. All getting pretty tired. Alright. Night lamp. So we're busy with the Dream of the Monocle. We'll see what happens with that. That's probably going to be about it for today. I think I'll wait to do this. So we might as well like go ahead. Make another Dream Draft. Use the catalytic powder I just found. Atticus, I think we'll have you rest, because I just don't have much for you to do. I will have you see if we can find anything useful. So we'll rest with a cat in here. I'm curious if that's going to do anything. You search the archives for anything useful. Mainly checking out the Dream of the Monocle. Oh, Ghost showed up in the laboratory while we're working. That's unfortunate. Machine room, cryptic journal, and Irving's eyepiece. Irving's eyepiece. So that helps with, what is that? Secrets? Oh, no, research. The rose-tinted monocle is constructed with an exotic bulbous lens that improves the clarity of smudged or faded text. The lens itself comes from a set of polished glass discs found in an ornate chest, washed ashore in Ashport during the Great Coriolis storm a few years ago. Once the quality of the lenses was realized, they became much sought after, exchanging hands for extortionate sums across the city. Arlo Irving, head archivist of the Venatus Institute, was one of the first to commission eyewear manufactured with such lenses. Irving directed the reconstruction of Venatus's famous yet crumbling library. He had a hawk's eye for detail and whimsically claimed that he could read the books through their covers. But it was generally surmised that his remarkable acuity came from some magical quality imbued in the monocle itself. So it just helps us with research tasks. Okay, so that's another infinite item. Throw that over there. I guess we could put them like where they make sense. We don't have any research ones. We don't have any other cooking ones. So I think this makes sense for now. Cryptic Journal. Small folio of notes and diagrams scribbled in Lord Acheron's distinctive hand. It is written in more complex ciphers than previous entries. It's only a 2, though. That's not that difficult. We might as well go check that out. You cannot, though. You're busy, he's busy, so we'll just have to wait a few moments, and we'll go ahead and do that. So I think, okay, we'll do that and then see what happens. I'm hoping we can get the last piece here of this today. Like, that would be great. Okay, cat his status, which is odd. All right, we got the dream draft. We want you to get out of there. Fatigue's at 31%, which is quite high. Did find a chemical worksheet, so that helps us at some point down the road. You're fine. So you're going to check out this journal. We'll use the LT because we could make a replacement fairly quickly. But I want to use it up before I make another one because we can only have one total. What else? Move that away. You're done resting, right? Yes. We are getting hungry, though, already, which is odd. We just ate not too long ago, it feels like. Don't want to make the LT yet. We could make the machine oil, but we do have a ghost in the laboratory, so I don't want to do that quite yet. Let's leave that so I remember. We could have everyone else eat other than the scholar. He's actually the lowest when it comes to hunger. So like we could do that. We're not in a bad spot when it comes to that. We could definitely hold off for a bit. Your fatigue is really bad though, so I probably should just rest you and then do whatever with everyone else. So, like looking for stuff, basically, I think, and you rest. We could even go ahead and do the next dream draft because we have it. I feel like that's not an awful idea. Take the dream draft. Decode that. We'll go ahead and do a little scrounging. Okay, well, at least we'll check out this. Better get up now. Yeah, I already moved you. We've already moved on. That's fine. Ghost is over, or the cat is now over in the archives. These will all be done around the same time, it looks like. Hey, there's our last piece. Catalytic powder. Excellent. Nothing else popped up anywhere else there. Gideon's note. I cannot find my tools anymore. It's as if the house is shifting around me. Scraps and relics wandering from room to room. I'm so weary with study and drained from ritual that I cannot think straight. I'm attempting to keep track of the fragments, and I know I could require replacements if need be, but I fear I'm stumbling into the darkness without the protection I need. The communion is urging me on, offering support from afar, but they're not subject to the nightmares that I see in every shadow. Okay, that should be our last piece. I'm pretty sure we have this piece together correctly. That looks right to me, but putting them together didn't do anything, so I'm not sure. Did I mess something up? Like, it looks right to me. Unless it's wider, but I don't think so. I think that's correct. I thought putting that in there would do it. I don't know what composer is. Place together fragments of meaning and make them whole again. Maybe we have to put it here. I feel like that is what we need to do. Ah. Is it not letting me grab that piece? It's being weird occasionally, depending on how zoomed out I am. Ah! The opening eye. A right to break the threshold of the first circle. A knock on the gates of Nibiru. Draw an arched door upon the wall in white chalk. Circumscribe the form in a circle, and at the apex of the arch, draw a 12-point star. With your forehead pressed against the star, sing the song of the autumn key. Hold the edges of the frame. Stare beyond the wall, eyes wide, until the tears drop to the floor. Close your eyes, close your mind, and open the door. Well, that sounds like an awful idea. The fragments have formed the opening eye, the ritual that the Seekers urge Gideon to complete. It is a window into Nibiru's hidden domain. Vitali shuffles around the chamber, nervous but excited. It might seem foolish, but I think we must perform this rite to further our investigation. Absolutely not. At least call in backup, talk to the higher-ups. That seems like the worst possible thing you could do would be to just, yeah, we'll go ahead and just summon something from beyond the gates of time and space. Yeah, great idea. Atticus, Vitali, are you mad? These evil rites should be burned, not performed. We should look for the Acherons here, in the real world. Atticus shakes his head vigorously. Gideon may have been insane, but we need not follow him into his lunacy. Exactly. Dr. Caligar. I hear you, Atticus, but it's clear that Gideon was determined to carry out this ritual. Perhaps we can find fresh tracks by replicating his actions. If you trusted my judgment during the Keel fever epidemic, then please remain in step with us now. Aye, Miss Caligar, you pulled me and my boys through that outbreak. I still owe you for that. Atticus wrings his hands uncertain. I'm not happy with Vitali's plan. It won't end well, but I'll do as you ask, for now. Terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Make sure it's paused here. Yes. Perform a task with us in the chapel. It's a 3. We already have more than enough to do it. That's fine. I don't know that we want to do it right away. I'm going to put it down there. I think we'll get into that next time. Yes, definitely an awful idea. We even had something else because we did the dream draft, so we have an empty dream. If there was something, it's gone now. Oh, that sucks. Okay, fine. Max 1 transient. Huh. I can't do anything with it. It's going to go away very quickly, so I don't know what the point of that is, necessarily. Okay, well, I think we'll just kind of set things up for next time. Who is dying of fatigue? I keep wanting to check Mr. Tubbs. Mr. Tubbs, are you fine? 23%. You just rested, so probably, yeah, the 23% on my mechanist. Okay, so the plan is you're going to rest. I guess we'll perform the opening eye. It seems like the worst possible idea in the world. So I think it's a 3. Incantation. So Scholar Vitali. I wonder if it matters who does it. I trust Dr. Caligar more. I'm going to have Dr. Caligar do it. And I wonder if it matters, like, if we use the tier, will that make a difference? I mean, it's free to use. It will do damage to her. So we could use the blood instead. We could replace the blood. This is inspiration from a dream. So I'm going to actually not use the tear. Because we can get more blood. This does damage to me. So I kind of think it's maybe a bad idea. Because it might like do damage to her continuously over and over and over again. So if we do that there, yeah, we've got enough. So I'm just going to set this up so we can do that next time. So you're going to rest. You're going to perform the ritual. I don't really trust Scholar Vitali to do it. We could have you check out the archives again. So almost thinking we could use this instead of the library codex, but I don't think that's going to work. So then we could maybe do some scouting. We could make the focus fern into the LT now. So I think we'll do that. So we'll just set that up. Yeah, so I think we'll do that. So I'm going to save it here. So you're going to rest or perform the opening eye ritual next time. Make some more LT, maybe check out the archive. But yeah, this has been more of the horror at Highrook. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.